as he should. And what I have done by having an understanding of fear and talking to the fighters about it, what I have done is cut the learning time, maybe as much as a half, sometimes more, depending on the individual. Now fear, may I mention that? Fear is like fire. If you learn to control it, you can make it work for you. You let it get out of control, it can destroy you and everything around you. Like a snowball on a hill. A snowball on a hill, you can pick it up and do whatever you want to. But let that snowball roll down the hill, it gets so large if you try to stop it at that point, it'll crush you. So fear is like that. We learn to understand fear. Most people think of fear as something to be ashamed of, something to be really embarrassed about. But I teach these boys that fear is a normal, healthy thing. I often ask them, who is your best friend? Well, they try to name individuals. I tell them, no, your best friend is fear. Nature gave us fear in order to survive. Without fear, we would all die. Just think of how long you would live if you weren't afraid. You'd go out in the street and do something very dangerous and die as a result. Maybe you're in a hurry to jump off out of the window to get down there quicker. All because you wouldn't be afraid. So nature gave us this fear, and I often give the same example of a deer crossing an open field, and upon approaching the forest, instinct tells him danger is there. Automatic, the desire to live, to survive, comes to play with adrenal gland injects adrenaline bloodstream and enables the body to perform extraordinary feats of agility and strength, where the deer normally would jump 15 or 20 feet. With the adrenaline, the first jump may be 40 or 50 feet, enough to get it away from the immediate danger, and then the natural asset of speed will help them escape and survive. This is a basic way of how fear helps you live, why fear is your best friend. Now, the same thing happened to humans. I'm sure back in the days of the caves, where they were dangerous, and life was dangerous. Maybe they lived in the caves and built a fire or something to keep the animals away. But eventually had to go out into the forest to get food. And that person who was able to go out with the trouble, whatever else he had, carefully go into that forest to avoid and anticipate all possible dangers, and then manage to get food to help his family survive. The person who failed in the process naturally died. But eventually it'll be those who didn't fail, who are able to teach the youngest, their children, whoever they have to teach, to do the same and benefit their experience. So the cumulative experience enables them to face the conditions to help them survive. So I believe that this fear is what enabled them to do it. The discipline and the control of this fear. Fear lends sharpness to a person. Fear makes you keen and sharp. Without fear, as I said, the things would happen and be too late for you to do anything about it. I also take these boys to step by step as to how they're going to do what they're going to do eventually. When they come to the gym, I have to give them the talk about fear, and I tell them fear is their best friend. And many kids don't even know. I tell them, do you know the difference between being afraid and being yellow, or the difference between a hero and a coward? Well, they give me answers, but they weren't accurate. And I tell them there's no difference between a hero and a coward at all. How they feel, but it's what they do that makes a difference. That's what makes a difference between you and a coward. Now, the people who watch you do what you do, judge you on what you do, not how you feel. If you go out there and you do what you do, and you do it in what people call an heroic manner, they think of you as a hero. And you do things as a person does that's often referred to as cowardly or whatever, they think of you in that way. But the hero and the coward is exactly the same. You have to have the discipline to do what a hero does and to keep yourself from doing what the coward does.